Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय. His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. His Holiness भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय. His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नामामृता. By chanting the holy name, one is cleansed of the material concept of life and awakens in realization of the Lord's transcendental form, qualities, etc. And as enunciated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Chaitanya Charitva Antelila 20.12, by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one is cleansed of the material conception of the life, which is due to the dirty modes of material nature. When the dirt is cleansed from the core of one's heart, one can realize the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishvara Paramakrishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Bhagavad Gita 5.1. Thus, by hearing the holy name of the Lord, one comes to the platform of understanding the personal form of the Lord. After realizing Lord's form, one can realize the transcendental qualities of the Lord. And when one can understand his transcendental qualities, one can understand the Lord's associates. In this way, the devotee advances further and further towards the complete understanding of the Lord as he awakens in realization of Lord's holy name, transcendental form and qualities, his paraphernalia, and everything pertaining to him. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5, 23 and 24. Srila Prabhupada quote, 2nd September. Spiritual master's qualification is he is trying his best to deliver the soul from these clutches of Maya. That is a great service. Therefore, he is very dear. One who is chanting or executing devotional service for his personal benefit and one who is trying to deliver others for others' benefit, there is a difference. Delhi, 2nd September 1976. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati had been speaking regularly about Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. Sambandha is the stage of devotional service in which awareness of God is awakened. Abhideya is rendering loving service to the Lord. And Prayojana is the ultimate goal, pure love of God. He stressed that his explanations were inexact recapitulations of what had originally been spoken by Krishna and passed down through disciplic succession. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati's particular utterance, mostly Bengali, but sometimes English, with frequent quoting of Sanskrita from Shastras, was deep with erudition. It is Krishna, said Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, who is the only superlord over the entire universe and beyond it of Vaikuntha, the transcendental region. As such, no one can raise any obstacle against his enjoyment. An hour went by, 2 hours. The already small gathering in Srila Bhaktivinoda's room gradually thinned. A few sannyasis left, excusing themselves to tend to duties connected with Parikrama camp. Only a few intimate leaders remained. Abhay was the only outsider. Of course, he was a devotee, not an outsider. But in the sense that he was not a sannyasi, was not handling any duties, was not even initiated, and was not traveling with the parikrama, but had enjoyed only for a day. In that sense, he was an outsider. The philosophy Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati was speaking, however, was democratically open to whoever would give an ardent hearing, and that Abhay was doing. Hare Krishna.
हरे
हरे कृष्णा प्रभुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम।
भगवद गीता 11.48 न वेदयज्ञा आध्ययनेन दानेन न च क्रियाभिर्न तपोभिरुग्रै एवं रूप सख्य अहं नरलोके द्रष्टुं त्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीर। Translation: O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mind. For neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances can I be seen in this form in the material world. Hare Krishna. Chapter 12, Dhruv Maharaj goes back to Godhead. मैत्रेय उवाच ध्रुवं निवृत्तं प्रतिबुद्ध्य वैशसाद् अपेतमन्यन् भगवान् दानेश्वर तत्रागतश्चरणयक्ष किन्नरे संस्तूयमानो न्यवदत् कृताञ्जलिम्. Translation: The great sage Maitreya said, My dear Vidura, Dhruv Maharaj's anger subsided and he completely ceased killing yakshas. When Kuvera, the most blessed master of the treasury, learned this news, he appeared before Dhruva. While being worshipped by yakshas, kinnaras, and charanas, he spoke to Dhruv Maharaj, who stood before him with folded hands. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 4.177 महादया महाप्रभु भक्तवत्सल चंदन परिभक्त श्रम करीला सफल. Translation: The Lord is very merciful and attached to his devotees. So when Gopinath was covered with sandalwood pulp, Madhvendra Puri's labor became successful. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री राधराज बिहारी भगवान की जय। ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय। गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय। सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय। संवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. The biggest thing the holy name does is cleaning of the mind. Whatever one does, but if he is not able to clean his mind, it will be very impossible for him to understand the Lord. And that's why the first remedy in our Shastras and in Acharyas gives that clean our mind, because mind is our biggest enemy. Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, the last shloka of the 9th chapter, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mama vaishyase yukteva matmanam matparayana. That I do not want anything other than your mind. I want your mind to be given to me. And that is what the people do not want to give. They are controlled by the mind. Lord says, this mind, manashashtani indriyani bhakti sthani karshati. So unless and until the mind is not cleaned, you know, The understanding of the Lord forms quality is a very long concept. It cannot go inside. And that's why, first and the primary thing when the devotee starts chanting is that the cleaning happens and then he can understand his connection with the Lord. He can understand that he is a part and parcel of the Lord. He can understand there are some duties towards the Lord that I have to do, and they are the primary duties. And it starts with the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In the beginning, in the start, and in the end of the devotee's life, Mahantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the basic thing which will be there with him at the end of his life. Okay. Lord clearly says in the Bhagavad Gita, who is my best devotee? Lord says those who are preaching the message of this Bhagavad Gita are very, very dear to me. In the 18th chapter, Lord tells these things. And in this line, Srila Prabhupada says, those who are trying to deliver the souls from the clutches of the Maya, they are doing the greatest service. Unless and until you are not connected with the great, you can't become great. Who is the greatest? Lord, and the Lord devotees are the greatest. Because they are helping the Jivatma to get out of the circle of the birth, death, old age, disease, and the karma circle which they are entrapped for billions and millions and billions and millions of years. And that is the highest seva for the humanity which one can do to deliver the person from the trap of this material world. Srila Prabhupada observes one very important thing about Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. He is speaking as it is. He is not adding or minusing something, but he is speaking as it is from the Shastra. Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan. Sambandha means a relationship with the Lord. Abhideya means the process. And the Prayojan is the goal in the spiritual life. So, what Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj was speaking as it is from the Shastra. And that Srila Prabhupada liked very much. Another very important thing, Srila Prabhupada was not initiated. Srila Prabhupada was not in the parikrama. He was just a visitor. But what was the most important thing about Srila Prabhupada in that he was a nice listener. Everybody went away. So only few people left, but he was sitting there. And that uh, attracted Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj and saw that this person has a very nice quality of listening patiently. So he can become a nice devotee in future. Uh, Very important about Bhagavad Gita shlok. Na ved yagya dhyayana na danena na chakriyave na tapo ugrah evam rupya rupam shakya aham naraloke drushtum tam ananya kuru var. He clearly says no Veda adhyan, no yajna, no dhyan, no dan, no tapa, ugra tapa or kriya will help anybody to realize me. Only it is Ananya Bhakti by which I am known. So two times this shlok comes in the 11th chapter. Two times. And again, Lord says this thing many times. So Lord cannot be known by other processes other than Ananya Bhakti. That is what is very, very clear. And without knowing the Lord, going back to the spiritual world, loving the Lord, it is impossible. After listening to Swayambhu Muni and the rishis, Dhruv Maharaj stopped fighting. And when the news went to Kubera, Kubera was very happy and he came on the battlefield. And there Yaksha, Charana, and Siddhas, they all Kinnaras, they were all worshipping Kubera. And with folded hand, Dhruv Maharaj was just standing there with a surrender, well, with the mood of surrender to Kubera and asking for forgiveness. Here we see that how Gopinath was very caring for Madhavendra Puri, because if he had taken this Chandan to Mathura, definitely it would have not reached. It would have got on the way, and the Muslims would have created a big problem. So, to avoid the problem with the devotees, Gopinath accepted the Chandan there, and the mission which was given by the Lord to him was completed. So, we see that the mission can be completed only by the mercy of the Lord and by the arrangement of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.